The Fat Duck has revealed its Christmas menu and opened bookings for 2024, and this time they are charging the price of £450. That's an increase of £25 up on last year's menu. But what do you get for the price? They've released the menu too, so let's break it down, have a look and see if we can't figure out what it is you're going to get for your money. Now there are a few repeats from last year. We can look through it and figure out from the kind of greatest hits exactly what it is that Heston's got planned. The Fat Duck in Bray, just to the west of London, is constantly voted one of the best restaurants in the world. Run by chef Heston Blumenthal, it's held 3 Michelin stars for decades and at one point was the best restaurant in the world. Throughout the year it revolves and rotates its menu around, keeping a few favourites but sticking with a theme it calls anthologies. For Christmas they promise sprouts, chocolate, guilty pleasures, baubles, mulled wine, indulgence and magical transformations. Let's have a look at this menu. So again, that price is £450. However, that doesn't include any drinks and I wouldn't be surprised to expect a service charge on top of that. So budget accordingly. Bookings are from the 23rd of November until the 21st of December, and I think it's just Wednesday to Sunday lunch and dinner seatings. We begin with Christmas Tipples, Nitro-Poached Aperitifs, Snowball, Fizz, Bristol Cream. These are all absolutely nostalgic things. Heston over and over goes for the nostalgia. He loves to go back to what made his childhood, and that means UK in the 70s. Snowball, Fizz, Bristol Cream are all Christmas cabinet drink classics. One of the most popular items on the menu that he's always had is his Nitro-Poached iced tea, a very theatrical affair where the drink is essentially frozen on demand. I imagine we'll do something similar here. You'll be served, there'll be some fireworks and the drink will be frozen or spherified in front of you. After some Tipples, onto Aerated Beetroot with Horseradish Cream. Not a traditional Christmas starter, but the use of the phrase aerated implies to me that we're going to get some perhaps beetroot foam infused into it here. Pine tonic of Botanicals with green herbs, pine, smoked cumin, Jerusalem artichoke. Pine, one of the central aspects of Christmas, one of those fragrances that you associate with the Christmas tree, which leads us on to decorating the tree. Truffled egg, smoked salmon, buttered toast, chicken liver parfait and plum. I'm willing to bet there's a bit of theatrics here, leaning on his meat fruit, which is a chicken parfait encased in an orange jelly, here playfully done as a bauble, and essentially it's like your toast starter, all things you would usually have on toast. And onto roast scallop. Now we have a photo of that on the Fat Duck menu. It's with white chocolate and caviar. Here's your fish course, but probably not the prawn cocktail you were expecting, something a bit more fine dining. Twas the night before Christmas, shortbread of beef, Lardo de Colonnata, dried fruits, gold carrot, sherry. Definitely in the presentation we are going to be heading towards more of a, this is the mince pie and treats you leave out for Father Christmas on Christmas Eve. I'm certain that's the way Heston's going with this one. King's venison, circa 1066, beetroot, chestnuts, Brussels sprouts, black truffle and umbles. Sounds like a standard roast dinner beef dish, but I bet there's more to it than that. Umbles, of course, comes from where we get the word umble pie, another word for offal. Cheese, nuts and port. Surely we're not going to get something as prosaic as a few slices of cheddar, a handful of Brazil nuts and a swig of port. That's surely going to be recombined in more interesting ways. The Black Forest Gatto. This is one of Heston's absolute favourites, and to be honest, it's my favourite as well. A Black Forest Gatto, that is chocolate, cherry, cream, sponges, in that sort of order. An absolutely indulgent dessert, and Heston loves to reinvent it. He's done it dozens of times, particularly in his Perfection series, and I bet this will be no exception, an absolute treat. Finishing up with Like a Kid in a Sweet Shop. This has been a mainstay of the Fat Duck for years, involving a little house sweet shop shaped on a trolley that opens up for some theatrical treats. I know it's just recently been renovated. They posted a video of it over on their Instagram. Get put to mind of the guy in Toy Story 2. And that's your menu for £450 per person. Are you going to the Fat Duck this Christmas? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below.